I need to talk to you right away. This message is not for later. This is not something you should remember and come back to later. I'm interrupting your holy flow of time to give you a divine moment set up by my mercy and born of my love. You could feel me pulling at your heart. You could feel your spirit moving. I can see the silent fights you've had, the tears you've kept hidden, and the times you felt completely alone. We didn't forget about your quiet strength or your refusal to give up, even when it was hard. Heaven has seen you through it all, and I'm proud of the person you have become. Right now is not a coincidence. This connection was planned by God. Right now you are on the verge of a holy change, a time I have set aside for your rise. But before the rise, there is a deep realization that makes it clear why I am lifting you now. There are holy truths I will tell you, my beloved child. Thoughts on your path, how strong you are, and the obedience that you haven't seen that got you here. Know this. Not everyone can handle these truths. Only those whose spirit is called to receive them can have them. Those I have really picked to hear this message right now. People who are meant to hear this and feel the pull will be the only ones who stay until the end. Follow me. What I'm about to tell you is only for you. Know this, my child. If you are ready to receive it, you will. I have taken note of that inner strength and unwavering spirit. I have been reading. And I, your God, am pleased with you, not only for getting to this point, but also for being the person you have been through it all, even when life tried to break you down. These aren't just words of comfort, my child. This is the clear truth that you need to hear. As you move into this new season of change, you will feel more powerful than ever. I didn't just bring you this far to show you the view. I brought you here because I'm about to open a door that can't be closed. But you need to hear my voice first. You really shouldn't miss this kind of moment. That's why I want you to stop moving without me. You'll need faith, courage, and full surrender for what you're about to do. It's not just about what you've been through. This is where I plan to take you. You'll miss the very thing you've been praying for if you try to leave without listening to me now. If you obey, there is a blessing waiting for you, and what you do next will decide what happens. That's why I need your full attention. Today isn't just another day. This isn't just another word. I've been getting you ready for this moment, and there won't be loud cheers or fireworks to mark the event. It's coming during this peaceful lull, this divine break. Don't just ignore this message because you think you've heard it before. This matters to me. It's clear and needs to be done right away. There is something coming out in the spirit world that is marked with your name. I won't let the enemy steal it by pulling my attention away or taking too long. I have watched over you for this whole hour. You didn't know what was attacking you, but I was there for you. I stopped the storms just long enough for you to hear this. You are closer than you think, and you've been through too much to let your confusion keep you from seeing it. But you can't walk in half-aware, half-committed, or half-aware. You have to go all in. You need to know what you're carrying. You should know that I didn't let the fire burn you up because what came out of the fire is a version of you that even hell is scared of. Not of destruction, but of the biggest change in your life. You are on the edge. I'm not telling you this to make you feel good. That's right. The time has come for this. Everything I've said to you in your spirit, every message I've sent to confirm, and every delay that didn't make sense has led you to this point. We will never forget you. You were never left alone. You were getting ready for the reveal. I need to talk to you right now because if you take one wrong step without me, everything could go wrong. Do not worry about whether this is right for you. Don't wonder if you're worthy anymore. Don't worry about whether you can handle it. You were meant to be here, and I've been waiting for you to understand that. You can't go into what's next until you stop and think about this. What I need to say to you now is not advice. The direction comes from God. You're in the middle of what was and what will be. What you choose to believe in this space between will either bring you a flood of good luck or make what has already been written for you take longer. I know you can't wait to break out, rise, and get back what you lost. However, haste without knowledge only leads to cycles, and not progress. That's why I stopped everything around you. The goal is not to punish or confuse, but to change the focus. Right now, something unseen is aligning in a way that needs your full attention. You've been waiting for answers, but I've been waiting for silence. For that holy moment when you shut out all the other noise and give me your whole soul. Right now is more than just an answer to your desperate plea. It is a calculation of your fate. I want you to forget what fear taught you. Please don't look for clues in people who can't see the vision I gave you. What I'm putting together in your life is very exact. Also, if you try to copy someone else's pattern, you'll miss the design I made just for your assignment. You haven't been forgotten or late. You are being put in place. But moving isn't enough to get that position. It needs to be revealed. You need to know the difference between what was sent to distract you and what was put there to help you grow. Stop calling them delays and letdowns. Some of them are doors that I purposely locked. That's what I did because what you asked for was not enough for what I'm making. While you've been praying for change, I've been getting you ready to be that change. And that's why what I'm about to say is more important than anything else. There's already one sign for you. You need to give up. You're already strong enough. You need a plan. In no way am I telling you to fight harder. I want you to trust me more. I'm aware that the stress has been rising. I know there has been a lot of silence. I know it seems like nothing is changing. But in the background, I've been making impossible things possible for you. I've been getting rid of plots, breaking curses, and bringing back years and moments. Even though you keep looking for me in places you know, I'm not there like I used to. I'm showing who I am in ways you wouldn't expect, like behind closed doors, in strange situations, and even when I'm let down. I can talk now, but not over the thunder. Stillness is what I'm speaking through. No, I'm not hiding. I'm telling you. I told you not to chase what I told you to leave, but you won't see it until you do. That's why I had to talk now. When you felt completely alone and like no one was hearing you cry, sometimes you got up not because you were strong, but because you wouldn't turn away from the person who called you. During those times, even your weakness was a gift to me. It meant a lot to me that you were even uncertain about what to do. People around you may have thought you were sure of yourself and knew what you were doing, but they didn't see the tears you shed in private or the struggle you were having inside to believe and be afraid. They didn't hear the questions you asked me in a quiet voice. Are you sure? They didn't see how nearly broken you were. But I saw it, my child, and I really value it. Not for other people were you acting. You were just holding on. What the world sees is praised, but I like a heart that gives itself to me. It takes more than work to be faithful in the dark. You have to have a lot of faith in me. You weren't following a set plan. You didn't want clear answers. I could feel you holding on tight to my presence. I didn't have to show you everything. It was enough for you to know that I was with you. It was enough once you knew that. What you agreed to do wasn't based on what you would get out of it. This was because of your link to me. I know this path wasn't easy. Maybe the people close to you didn't get it. You might have even been questioned by your own family. You gave up things, chances, comfort, and maybe even people. You paid costs that no one else will ever fully understand. But you stayed true anyway. You took a big risk without knowing what would happen. All you knew was that I had called you at this time. That's not just a coincidence. You followed the path I showed you. Make sure you understand this. You're not just going up to this height by accident, not by chance. It is the result of your faithfulness that can't be seen. It comes from something quiet that was done. The world will be shocked when they see what you and I have built together in the hidden seasons. You'll know, though, that this did not happen quickly. It came from being honest. And now there is a way forward. The chances are changing. I'm giving you what I held back until you were ready. Not just on the outside, but also in your heart, in the way you stand in front of me, and in your loyalty. You didn't make this happen. You did not try to manage it. You didn't rush to get liked. You held out. You had faith. You let me make you better. Of course, I'm going to say, well done, my child. Raised up isn't the only thing this means. What it says to all the unseen worlds is, "This one belongs to me." They stuck with me because they loved me, not because they wanted something from me. Not to make things easier, but because we're close. Because of this, don't be surprised when things start to change for you, when good things happen that you didn't expect, when you can influence more people, and when you become more well-known. This isn't just happening by chance. It comes straight from your steady heart. Remember the times when your true strength wasn't shown by how well you did in public, but by how well you held your ground. Those dark hours seemed never to end. It felt like I had pulled away from you during the quiet mornings. You asked for help, direction, and even a small sign. Still, I felt like I couldn't speak. At times, you looked into the silence and asked yourself, "Where are you?" During times when it was too quiet for me to speak, the only sound that could be heard was the sincere sound of your calls. Now, though, I'm going to help you see beyond what seems natural. I will make sure that your choices are no longer based on fear, but on divine wisdom. I will give you clear signs that point the way. I didn't come to cause more confusion. I came to bring order. I didn't come to make your lives harder. I came to set you free. I'm not adding to the weight you carry. Let me help you carry the weight that you were never meant to carry by yourself. Things in your life have stopped moving, stopped being interesting, and stopped leading you anywhere, and you've come to accept them as just the way things are, things that won't change. I didn't make you give up, though. I never meant for you to live without sight either. Every dark corner and dream that you hid so deeply that you almost forgot its sound are coming back to life. I haven't forgotten what I planted in you, though. And the seeds I planted from the start are starting to grow again because my word in you hasn't gone away. It has only been waiting for the right time to grow. Not only spiritually, but also in real, everyday ways, there is growth ahead. I will bring about growth in places where there was once only stagnation. I will grow where there wasn't enough before. In places where there was once rejection, I will pour out grace. Things don't have to go your way, and I don't need everything to go your way. In fact, I will show you most clearly that I am the one who opens doors where there didn't seem to be any. I'm also bringing you new connections and relationships with people you didn't expect. These are people I sent you who will be very important to the fulfillment of what's coming. There will be doors that open that don't make sense, but I will fully support them. These chances won't come about through trickery or hard work from people. They will only happen because I am involved. No one will be able to guess what I'm going to do to you. Everyone will be able to see it. This isn't to praise you, but to show what I can do with someone who has been hurt but hasn't given up hope. Many people will look to your journey as a sign. You won't have to say anything. This will make it clear that I was the one who moved for you. Don't be afraid of the changes I'm making. What I'm getting rid of now is just getting ready for what I'm putting in place. Some things will be changed and shaken up, and decisions will be made that may seem out of the blue, but they will all have a reason. I'm moving your life around, lining up your time with my eternal being, and speeding up things that seem to take forever to happen. Nothing will be able to stop my moment when it comes. There will be times when you feel like the only thing keeping you from falling is your own weight. Your mind is tired, your heart is tense, and your soul is heavy. There is a battle inside you that most people can't see, even though you don't say it. A battle that starts inside your spirit, not in the physical world. Even so, I am with you through it all. He has been taking every broken part of you and rebuilding it, often without you even realizing it. If you felt stuck, it wasn't because you were being left. The pause was planned so that when what I have planned for you comes up, you won't be found weak but ready. I am adding new life to the soil of your life. You planted some seeds of faith, but they didn't grow. This made you wonder if you got my will wrong, or if you had planted them in vain. It wasn't a mistake, though. What you thought you lost was never really gone. You buried some seeds with tears and silence, thinking they were gone. But now, I'm telling them to wake up. It's the ground where your dreams seemed to die before I spoke to it. And that soil is reacting. I'm giving life to things that seem to have died. It's being brought back to the surface, not as an illusion, but as a real thing that you will experience. A lot of people around you won't understand what's going on. They'll try to put it in their own groups and explain it in their own way, but they won't be able to do it. Because I'm not following human rules, I'm doing what I want to do based on my own free will. My work isn't limited by the world's schedules or human systems. No one has to agree with my power when I choose to move. I haven't come to talk about your situation. I'm here to rule over them. I'm the one who equips you as I walk with you, so I don't ask if you're ready. I can now finish in just a few days what used to take years. What seemed far away before, I am now drawing.